So just a quick follow up to what I talked about earlier today. Looks like King of the Web has chosen to suspend Shoenice from King of the Web competition, which sucks for him, certainly. It sucks for his fans, but it's something that had to be done given the circumstances, given the narrative that he had created. I don't think they had a choice, and I'm glad they made the choice that they did. Even though, as a person who's enjoyed Shoenice's content, I think it sucks. And the reality of it is, if he hadn't gone off the deep end with these pictures of dead unicorns and inciting his fans to riot, and I'm a big fan of trolling. I really am. Obviously, I do it with Francis. I'm a big fan of trolling. I'm a big fan of just being able to get people fooled and trick them and stuff. But hate speech is something I'm not a fan of. And when you start talking about, dead unicorns, you start talking about, there's a line. There's a line there. And Francis has never crossed that line. And I may fuck up and I may do it one day myself. But if I do, I'm going to gladly accept the actions of crossing that line. And I have crossed the line several times in other areas, but never a death threat. And I've paid those consequences. I've been chewed out on Twitter. I've been wrecked on Facebook. I've been wrecked on YouTube. I've been wrecked in real life. So it sucks to see Shoe get suspended. But he left him no choice. Like, I can't speak for King of the Web, and I don't speak for King of the Web, but I think they probably tried to work with him the same way I reached out to him on Friday to try to get him to see reason. Because, he had the thing won. He had it won until he started this particular bee's nest. But the reality of it is he got some 20,000 new subs out of it. He got, God knows, probably 1 million new video views and Facebook followers and lawyers. And now his name is known through circles that would have never heard about it. And at the end of the day, more people are watching him do his thing. And he's probably laughing all the way to the bank. And if that's the case, man, no, I guess that's good for him. But, at the end of the day, this is his decision, really. And I think that King of the Web wants to stay neutral. I think they just want to let people get out there and say what they need to say and do what they need to do. And I think they need to make room for a couple of unpopular, runners. Like, people get out there and flex their muscle and are kind of jerks. The Battle Royale will be all that much more interesting if there's a couple of bad guys, people you love to hate, running, Like, give you a reason to get excited about it and go out there and click the button for Total Biscuit or Boogie or whoever, But Shoenice just unfortunately proved not to be able to be that bad guy because he took it too far. And so I know there's a lot of Boogie fans who are also Shoenice fans, and I love you guys. I welcome you. I hope there are Shoenice fans who found me and will enjoy my content, enjoy the things I do. And Shoe, if you ever see this, dude, I reached out to you this week. I hope you unblocked me on Twitter. I did my best to try to talk to you and see if there's a way for you to not drown yourself here, You weren't interested in talking to me about it, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, and I know it sounds like I'm being sympathetic to someone who's been a cyberbully. I'm being sympathetic to somebody who's done some bad shit. The reality of it is I have done bad shit too. We've all done bad shit, and if you haven't yet, you will. Like, there'll be times that you're going to mess up in life, and there is no black and white. There's no bad person or great person. Mother Teresa did messed up things, and Jeffrey Dahmer probably donated to charity. At the end of the day, there is no ends of the spectrum. There's shades of gray in the middle there, and no person can be summarized by the results of just the handful of actions they performed. You don't know what's inside a person. You don't know what a person is. You can't judge a book by a cover. If you don't know that by now, if you don't know that about me, then you don't know me at all. If you don't know that my own mother beat me mercilessly and I loved her to her dying breath, then, so of course I reached out to Shu, and of course I'll reach out to him now. And it sucks that he had to threaten Courtney and post pictures of dead unicorns on his website and all this shit. It sucks. He screwed up. It doesn't mean I'll stop watching his content. I'm sure somewhere in Shu, I think Shu's a lot smarter than people give him credit for. And I think at the end of the day, there's probably a nice person in there somewhere who's currently being buried by pencil shards and crayons and toilet paper and tampons and stuff. But he's in there somewhere.